My name's Courtney Hawley. I'm a junior in ecological engineering. I'm a volunteer with Engineers Without Borders. We're the Oregon State chapter of the parent organization, which is EWB USA. We mainly work on humanitarian issues. We're trying to bring clean water or clean energy and just helping people solve their basic health problems through engineering design.
The biggest myth I have to dispel is that we're not just for engineers. I know the name says it, but it's without borders, right? So we want everybody. Currently we have a bunch of different majors helping us out. We have an interior design major, history, biology, like you name it. We really try and make sure that we have as many different eyes as possible working on these projects, because development work it takes a community to help a community, because the technical aspect is really only a small part of it.
I was on the health assessment, the first health assessment that we did in Layla, Kenya over winter break. And when we got there, it was just during the end of their rainy season. And so they just had large pools that they dug out in the dirt. There was vegetation growing around them, but they were pretty opaque. And there were cows grazing near them and people washing their clothes right in the water, right next to people dipping buckets out and carrying them back to their homes. So we had a meeting with the water ministry, and they had a whole setup where they had a contractor and they would come in and do a geotechnical survey and find the water table and then tell us how much it would be to drill a borehole down. So we're looking at raising the funds to pay for the assessment and pay for the drilling of the borehole. It's really exciting because you're working with your classmates, and the things that you've learned in your classes, you can combine them to help work on these projects, and you really see your schoolwork coming out in a real way.
The trip that I was involved with, that I got to travel with, was in December, and we were building a rain harvesting system for an elementary school there, which provided water to about 100 kids and surrounding households. And it was phenomenal to really get to see the community's excitement about it. The very last day there was this little kid, Gustavo, that would come every single day, and he would help us out. And he's just like this little 5-year-old. And he'd carry this giant pail of sand, and then the last day he would always ask, "Is it ready? Is it ready?" And the last day he came up to me and he was like, "Is it ready?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he looked at the system and he was just like, "Water?" And I just didn't even know what to say, because I said, "Yeah, it's ready." And for a little kid to be that grateful about something so basic it was so moving. It really helps me continue my work. And being involved with Engineers Without Borders has shown me just how much of an impact I can make, and just how much of an impact is needed around the world. People don't have drinking water, people don't have sanitation, electricity, just things we take for granted. I've been shown the potential I have to make a difference, and there's just no way I can't now. I have to help. There's no other way.